a sidetrack. When you're talking about beta amyloid and Alzheimer's, wasn't there a significant amount of fraud that was exposed about Alzheimer's studies that put into question a lot of the ideas that people had about Alzheimer's? Wasn't that something that happened recently?
Well, in the train of thought on Alzheimer's, they're saying that it's due to the recessive genes. Well, if you look at the studies recently, 95% of the cases of Alzheimer's disease appear to be due to trauma and aging. Trauma and aging. Only 5%.
So trauma, like head trauma?
Head trauma. Because what happens is trauma stimulates the brain because of inflammation to increase the production of beta amyloid. And it's because they found recently another secretase. What secretases are the enzymes that convert a protein called APP, Alzheimer's precursor protein. And it's a long protein, and two enzymes go in and clip it here and clip it here. And that piece is beta amyloid. That's the bad stuff. That's a beta secretase and a gamma secretase. But they also have something called alpha secretase. So if alpha secretase and gamma secretase cut this APP, it generates alpha amyloid, which is inert, not inflammatory. And so what did they find recently? Something called delta secretase. Delta secretase and gamma gives you beta amyloid. So how do you generate delta secretase in the body? Trauma, aging. So that's why most of the cases of Alzheimer's disease are inflammatory based. So what are the things that...
I'm sorry, but most cases, is there a certain age where people start to develop it? And has there been any cases of very young people that get Alzheimer's?
There's a young form of Alzheimer's, and that might be directly due to having had head trauma and developing this delta amyloid or delta secretase, generating amyloid, beta amyloid that creates the Alzheimer's disease. As you get older, 65 years of age and above, that could be 5% genetic, but I think what the literature is really speaking towards is that it's all has an inflammatory basis.